it in the end. But when you got nobody to turn to, just hold on and I'll find you.
Hello, and welcome back to Relationship Arena, Being Ready for Commitment. I am your host, MC Hardaway, and today I have my co-host here, Mr. Hardaway.
Hey, how y'all doing out there?
Welcome back to the show. And for everyone out there, hope you're having a good Saturday morning. Today, we wanted to bring some attention on one way to keep you from being inside of a situationship that'll bring you to a relationship. And that way is learning how to handle your disagreements. Now, I've said previously in other podcast shows that you are in a relationship with not just yourself. So you have two minds and two ways of doing things, two ways of thinking. So you have to learn how to come together and have a disagreement when it happens. Instead of blowing up, getting out of order, cursing, and saying some things you're going to regret, okay? So that's why our conversation is going to start this morning. So, Mr. Hardaway, as far as being in a relationship at any time, how has handling disagreements been for you?
Challenging at first because you're disagreeing. So you try to come to an agreement, but the first thing is to be able to open up, be able to listen to the other person's point of view first.
I would definitely agree. You know, sometimes in the disagreement, both parties are thinking about what they are about to say as soon as the next person is finished talking.
Right.
And it kind of defeats the purpose. You know, that means if you're thinking over there while this other person's trying to tell you what they're thinking, you're not listening. I mean, you're not taking heed to what they're saying. You don't really have a solution yet of how to disagree.
Mm-hmm.
So what would you suggest to be done in those instances?
In those instances, I would say take a chill pill, listen, but also ask the person why they feel the way that they feel. So you can clearly get an understanding, because there may be some things that you may not know that they feel or how you making them feel.
I will agree. I mean, sometimes most disagreements are pretty small and they just get blown out of proportion, all because of we are in our emotion instead of considering, well, maybe it's not as big as I think it is and I might be taking it too far, or assuming that the next person know exactly what the problem is. So, you know, that happens a lot. And it definitely can be resolved, but it's going to take some clear heads to get through it. Now, you got to be willing to do it, because otherwise it's not going to happen.
Yeah, that my way or the highway, or I don't have to listen to what you say, you listen to me. That relationship is not going to be successful because somebody's going to be feeling left out or not heard.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, I don't like that not heard thing. Oh, my goodness. I can't stand that. I mean, y'all, it's two of you, okay? So you have to find it. So if you can both sit down and calmly, one at a time, express how you feeling. You don't have to get all so deep if you don't want to. But at least pinpoint what the problem is. Bring attention to it so that the next person can now get an understanding. Oh, I wasn't even thinking of it that way. You know, it wasn't even crossing my mind at that time. And now you realize that your conflict was in your own head. You know, it was those things called emotions that seem to tackle the situation. So you definitely have to take that time to sit and hear each other. Listen to each other. Don't let it go in one ear and out of another, because somebody will feel neglected, unheard, and then it's just going to fuel the fire. What you think?
I agree as well. Agree to disagree. Come back, talk like adults. Find out what the problem is. Find a solution to that problem. And keep moving forward. But remembering what got you to that point and what got you to your next destination.
I mean, yeah, because you're not always going to figure out a solution. You are not going to resolve the issue all the time. So it would be in your best interest at that point in time to both agree to disagree, like my co-host just stated, because you don't want to keep making it worse and people just getting more and more upset. You need time to walk away, calmly walk away, and process what was said so that when you do come back on a later date, you can now have a different approach to what was said and now do something differently. So having a disagreement doesn't have to be a negative entirely, but it is a listening process, an open-minded process, so that you can try to get to a better state. Okay? So that's all I have for today, Mr. Holloway. You have anything you want to add?
Nope. I'm good. Y'all just take heed to what we said and listen to what we said. Try it out. It may. I know it will work.
Yeah, it definitely work, but it does take time and it takes a lot of practice. Just keep an open mind and an open heart if this is what you want, okay? All right, so that is all we have for today on this lovely Saturday morning. I am your host, MC Hardaway, and this is my co-host,
Mr. Hardaway.
and you have been listening to Relationship Arena, being ready for commitment. And we hope you have a great, great day and spread the word to somebody else. Stay positive, keep your head up, and live life to the fullest. All right, until next time, holla.
Holla.